Big thick sliced potato dipped in batter and then fried until golden brown and crispy. Absolutely fabulous. Today I'm cooking UK chip shop scallops. Why not join me for a walk down memory lane? Hi there, how's it going? Good to see you. Welcome back to my channel, Chef Archie's Easy Recipes. And thanks for joining me for today's rather nostalgic video presentation. As a 9-year-old boy on the way home from Cub Scouts every Monday night, I'd call in to the fish and chip shop and get myself two wonderful scallops. Some people call them potato fritters. My nan called them batter chips. It's very simple. A slice of potato rather, dipped in batter and then fried. In those days, it was probably fried in beef dripping. These days, it's probably fried in oil. But on a cold night, as a young boy walking home with this handheld hot snack, crispy, slightly greasy, I'd often put too much vinegar on, which made it probably less crispy than it should be. But I'll tell you something, it was heaven. I can still taste it now. Food memories are the absolute best, don't you think? Anyway, I'm using my basic 4 ingredient batter today. It's a winner, foolproof recipe. Let's crack on, shall we? Take a large potato and cut it in half. I'm using a nice waxy variety. I'm going to boil it partially, about 75%, in water that I've flavoured with onion and bay leaf. And while that's in there, oh, and obviously a little bit of salt. While that's in cooking away, I'm going to make my batter, which is just regular plain flour, all-purpose flour, some Himalayan pink salt, some baking powder, and some turmeric for colour. You don't have to use the turmeric, it's optional. Now I'm going to throw in a quantity of fizzy water. I know my friends across the pond call it club soda water, fizzy water. And I'm going to put about 135 ml in because I might need a little bit of extra. I like to put a bit less in because we can always add some, but we can't take it out, as they say. Once it resembles a lovely thick custard, and you can see those ripples in it, can you see? That's what we want. Our potatoes are about 75–80% of the way there now, so I'm going to take them out and I'm going to pop these in my fridge or my freezer for about half an hour because I want to peel them. And you don't have to peel them. Some people obviously prefer the skin because it's a great source of fibre. But I'll be honest with you, I don't mind either way. I just love scallops. So take the peel off with the knife. Then you want to cut each half of potato into two nice thick slices, about 3/4 of an inch, maybe a half inch. I didn't actually measure it, to be honest with you, but all the ingredients and all the instructions will be in the description box below. Just click on more to reveal all the info. Once you've got those slices, you're pretty much ready to dip it in the flour. I'm just going to do the skin on version to show you how easy it is. And yeah, I do love a crispy skin on a potato. You can't beat it, can you? Okay, I've got 6 or 7 lovely slices. As I said, about half, 3/4 inch thick. We're going to now completely cover them in regular flour. If you want to season the flour with a little bit of chili flakes to make it more interesting, you can. I didn't. But when you cover things with flour prior to battering, you can always season the flour with different things. Right, my oil needs to be between 175C and 185C, which is about 350 to 360 F. Once it's reached that temperature, let's dip our potato slices into the batter. And oh my God, isn't there something just so satisfying about dropping something battered into a bubbling pot of hot oil? Look how the turmeric is turning red. What happens is, if you're frying the turmeric alongside alkaline ingredients, things start to happen. It will trigger a colour change, but eventually the redness will disappear and it'll return to an orange colour. It's quite cool, actually, a bit of a scientific fact going on there. So, let's fill our pan with scallops, shall we? They probably need about 2.5 minutes each side. But I mean, we are looking to complete the cooking process of the potato. I mean, look at it. I've just took that out to show you. I mean, we've got rid of those red streaks. We've got the lovely orange batter. The potatoes are absolutely perfect. Can you see how the batter has bubbled up and become super crispy. We'll see how crispy it is in a minute or two. But listen, just fish the scallops out of the oil. There's the one I broke. Looks like a prawn, actually. Anyway, once you've fished them out, I must have eaten the broken one. There they are. Aren't they perfect? Do you see what I mean when I said they're handheld? I'm just going to cover them in salt now. And I want to just take you through to see how crispy they are. They really are a beautiful looking snack. And just, I'm not sure if you can hear, they are so crisp, perfect. I mean, I can see myself walking down the street on a wet Monday night, eating these in my hand. Oh my God! Look at the potato. Isn't it just fabulous? Potato fritters, scallops, call them what you like. But either way, it's my chip shop scallops, everyone. Call them potato fritters, call them battered scallop potatoes if you like. But they are absolutely spectacular. And as usual, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Please drop me a line. Let me know about any food nostalgia stories you have. Did you eat these as a kid? I did. And obviously, smash that like button. It's huge for us. And share this with your friends. I'm so grateful to everybody who's joined me because this journey of food nostalgia has brought a little tear to my eye. My mum, if she were alive, would be proud of me today. Look at that. That's mine. I'm going to get stuck in. I'll see you soon.